What's up, guys? Chase fan number 9 here, and I want to talk about yesterday's Cup race at Texas Motor Speedway, the AAA Texas 500. That's pretty much all I'm going to talk about. So, in my opinion, I think adding the PJ1 in the turns wasn't such a good idea because look at what happened. We had a bunch of wrecks, and some of those were playoff drivers or drivers just trying to have a good run. Look what happened to my guy Chase Elliott. His day went from good to bad real quick. I can give him credit though because that wreck wasn't entirely his fault, but still though, he just basically got up in that black part and just ran it back. Just let's just say he backed into the wall like it. So yeah. Then we had Corey LaJoy wreck twice, and the second time he was just pretty much done. Then we had another wreck, a vicious wreck involving Keselowski and Stenhouse, which is ironic for the fact that they both spun at the same time. So, yeah, and Stenhouse basically just clobbered the back of Keselowski, ending their days pretty much so. Let's see. Jimmie Johnson, he was leading laps and was running up there with guys like Suarez and Almirola and Bowman and those guys. And after he lost the lead, he was pretty much running up there. But unfortunately, after those pit stops, that one round pit stops, just when you thought it was going good, the NASCAR guys decided to shit all over the Johnson fan base yet again. Johnson apparently had the same thing happen to him, just like what happened with Chase Elliott, and his chance of winning were pretty much over from there. Probably a top 5 more like it. I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with him? Like, is Johnson cursed or something? Because I don't know what's going on with that team. Yeah, sorry, Johnson fan. But I gotta tell you, this is his third DNF in the last 4 races. Talladega, Martinsville last week in Texas. Well, Talladega, it was Bowman's fault, but he apologized, so I gave Bowman respect there. Martinsville was mostly because Kyle Busch decided to rough up Almirola and make it hell for him, but this time it was just another thing out of his control. Seems like every time Johnson has a good run, he always gets dicked out of a top 5, top 10, or possibly a win. If you can't win the next 2 races, I don't know what will, but whatever. And I gotta tell you, the Stewart Haas cars were on fire today. And not only were they up there, we saw people like Johnson, of course, Byron, Bowman, Kurt Busch, Newman. We saw Kyle Busch up there too, Denny Hamlin, and even we saw Erik Jones up there too. I forgot Erik Jones was up there. Oh wait, that's right, he started on the front row. So yes, I'll tell you, Erik Jones had a good qualifying run, started second. And of course, Harvick was on the pole. Wasn't surprised, considering the fact that he's now won the last 3 Texas playoff races. So that says something right there. I was expecting Almirola to win, but Harvick would looking back now, it looks like he was just on rails. Yeah, so I don't know where to go from here. Hamlin and Logano were running closer to each other. So is Almirola and Kyle Busch. Because we all know the stories from last week, so yeah. William Byron was up there for a little bit, but I think a penalty screwed him up. Kyle Larson was up there, but there were some issues. Truex had some issues. Blaney, I don't think he had any issues. I could be wrong. Denny Hamlin was running well until he suddenly spun off for it and almost damaged. He damaged the splitter a little bit, but not too much like most people in the past. Because I've seen people tear up their splitters far worse than that. Chase Elliott's one of them. Daytona 500 2016. So, Yeah. And I found the pit strategies interesting, so yeah. Anyways, and then there was one, I guess you can say that wreck with Bubble Walls kind of screwed Larson out of a top 10 or possibly a win. So, yeah. But looking at it, it truly was a tie that went down. Well, we knew that was going to happen, but didn't expect a caution, but oh well. Yeah, there were so many drivers with issues. And also, I was just checking racing references, and Johnson's DNF was a DVP. What the hell is a DVP? Unless that's something with the axle, but yeah. There's all my posters in the background. Yeah, I find it funny, Stewart Haas Racing won on the weekend that their boss, Tony Stewart, gets inducted into the Texas Motorsports Hall of Fame, runs a car at Circuit of the Americas, and runs a sprint car race, which I kind of find fun. Oh, by the way, guys, I like Tony Stewart. He was a pretty good driver despite all the controversy he was in. So yeah, I know he was sometimes a loudmouth and had some anger issues, but hey, that's typical Tony. Besides, he was talented and owned Eldora, so that's besides, he was my mom's favorite driver too. So yeah. But in the end, his driver Kevin Harvick ended up winning the race. I knew Harvick was going to be up there, but still, I was kind of irked because it should have been Almirola. But looking back, I think Harvick was basically on rails. Speaking of Almirola, he and his teammate Suarez, they were having the best runs in what felt like forever. This is Almirola's second top 5 in the last 4 races. I know Almirola's not having the greatest seasons this year, but I thought this year was okay, despite the fact he hasn't won. But I think Almirola will get back to victory lane next year. And you know what? Next year for Texas, I'm going to have to put Harvick, Almirola, and Suarez down for my picks next year. I want to keep that in mind, folks. I want to see Truex win Texas because I feel like he's been so close there, but hasn't been able to do it. So let's see. Some of you guys thought Harvick was going to fail inspection just like last year, but fortunately that didn't happen. So yeah, I'll try. Well, I don't know if I said this already, but I'm going to try and put my reaction video up sometime this week, if not next week. But let's see what happens because only time will tell. But yeah. But what makes Harvick's win more interesting was the fact that he tied Tony Stewart for 49 wins. Wow. He's one more away from 50, folks. So, yeah. Yeah, so, look, I understand they're trying to give credit to NASCAR Eddie Gossage for trying to trust in a different way Texas by reconfiguring it, but I don't think the racing's been that good. Texas should be a one-off race. They should add track like Circuit of the Americas to the thing, to the schedule, but we'll wait and see what happens. I'm not going to jump to conclusions. So, also speaking of Circuit of the Americas, I managed to watch the Cup race and the F1 race at the same time. So, Valtteri Bottas wins and his teammate Hamilton wins a 6th world champion. So, congratulations to Hamilton. That was a hard-fought championship that you definitely deserved this year, buddy. So, congratulations to you. Besides, Hamilton, the thing about him is that he has talent, and you can't deny that. I tell you, he's like the Richard Petty of that series. I tell you, that's one thing that's for sure. Anyways, yeah, the F1 race was good. There were a few cautions. Vettel crashed out early because he basically killed his car. But hey, that's road course racing for you. I tell you, Coda is an interesting track. They should have NASCAR go there, but I'm not sure about that. Also, the attendance at Texas was kind of to me. I said mediocre in one video, but yeah, and some of the stuff is from a video that one of my subscribers, Righteous Redneck, says. I definitely agree. Some changes do need to be made. So if you're watching this, Righteous Redneck, I definitely agree. Changes need to be made to Texas. Well, based on the standings now, it looks like it's going to be the same 4 drivers again like last. Truex, Harvick, Busch, and Logano, unless Blaney, Larson, my guy Elliott, or or someone else could sneak in there. If not, then oh well. Or Hamlin. If they can get in, I don't know what will. I mean, like Hamlin, I agree. He's been so close to making it to Miami, but he keeps shooting himself in the foot. 2017 was different because he missed the Final Four deservingly so, especially after what he did to Elliott. But those times have gone now. Last year he was just nowhere. 2015 he made in 2014, but just couldn't win it. 2015 he was almost there. In 2016 he was almost there again, but shot himself in the foot. But anyways, yeah. For Larson, Elliott, and Blaney, they just need to not make any mistakes next week, and everything will be all good. So, who knows? Only time will tell. But anyways, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Chase Fan number 9 here. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell down below to get notifications for all my videos. And with that, I'll see you guys on the next video. And until then, have a good one, and we'll see you this weekend at ISM Raceway. Goodbye and good night, YouTube. Peace out.